Except summon on Keyline Bomb. Alright, everybody step inside. Step inside. After you step inside, you can't AFK. If you need to AFK, step back outside. Someone step outside, help summon Dub, please. You can stay in, actually. We don't have a Shadow Priest, so we can get, like, Misery up or something. Because if it's not coming, we'll have room for one more. So you can stay in a wobble. Are you bringing your Pally, Shaki? We can summon him. Let's summon Bedivere. Summon Bedivere, please. Alright, everybody stack up on the mob when he comes. He'll charge if you don't, and he'll aggro drop on every charge and he cleaves. So make sure you stack up.
Oh, make sure you stack Eliza. Reap.
Can we get a fear word and Chitty?
40 seconds.
Coming.
LOS.
Stack up, guys. Stack up better.
Pull him away from the portal so we don't get figured out.
Everybody in Discord? Let's see, we got 22 in here. Okay, that is everybody. Okay, this is pretty straightforward for all your new people. It's a kill the bosses in order council fight. So DPS, your kill order is Skull, then X, then melee on triangle, ranged on star. melee, you never want to go anywhere near Star because Star will pretty much destroy you if you're going melee range. Okay, more arms, geared hunters. Okay, Ain and Beer, you guys are actually going to start off on Triangle. You guys are going to be the warrior tanks for Triangle, or hunter tanks for Triangle. You're just going to attack Triangle from max range and just stay on him until he dies. After that, just go kill the rest of the mobs or kill the boss. Correct, boss or pets cannot go on Star either. Triangle might polymorph one of you two hunters I assigned to Triangle. We'll just go on the other hunter that I assigned. What else is there? Oh, Saunter's on. I'll take my shaman slot. I don't really care. After I step outside, summon something, please. Alright, summon something. Can you take care of healing assignments? I'm gonna finish up explaining the fight, tank assignments, and all that. Catmandu, you're actually gonna tank Skull, so toss on all the tank gear you have. Chester, you're gonna tank X, and Warlocks. X will summon Fell Hunters. You guys will need to enslave them or banish them if your enslave is up. After you enslave them, you can either send them to X or you can send them to High King. If you send them to High King, they'll die, so you can enslave another one. You'll generally want to do this if you're slow on DPS, which we probably will be because we're not super geared. I will tank Circle on Guscat. That's pretty much it, and Virus is going to tank High King. So, most of the DPS don't have special roles. It's just really the two hunters I signed in the Warlocks. So, once again, Cat, you're tanking Skull. Chester, you're tanking X. Ain and Beer, you guys are tanking Triangle. So, all that means is you literally just attack Triangle from max range. Yes. Cat, when Chester calls for it, just taunt X off of Chester, and he'll taunt Skull off of you. X will stack debuffs onto Chester, and he'll need a taunt. Guscat's tanking Circle, and Virus is tanking High King. Kill order Skull, then X, then you guys changed it on me, whatever. Melee on Triangle and ranged on Circle. Since this is an impromptu raid, we're just going to do main spec rolls over off spec rolls instead of our usual loot council. This also means obviously that alts can be rolling main spec. Okay, let's get Health Stone, Zelmoxis. I want you to Soulstone Sierra, and Azotus, I want you to Soulstone Guscat, actually.
Okay.
Alright, waiting for Simon to get back and get started. Are you logging in now, Val? If you're speaking, I couldn't hear you.
Do you need me to log in?
If you want to come, we're about to pull High King. We could use the 25th.
Okay, give me a couple minutes.
Okay, can you step out on Wobble then, Chester?
Chatty.
Get out of here, Chester.
Filthy animal.
Just a second, yes, get.
Does it work that if you feign death too long, you die?
Somtum, are you logging back in? You can type in chat if you can't speak. Summon Unalaska. I'm gonna give Somtum 2 minutes and then we'll just pull. He's still in Discord. He said he had to leave soon, but I'm not assuming it was literally like 20 seconds after he said he had to leave soon. He said 20 minutes. Cat, take off Salvation, because you'll be tanking Skull. We're just gonna get started. Okay, once again, Beer and Iron, you guys will be fighting Triangle, so you guys will actually want to be. Let's win this. So come to Circle, Beer and Iron. Over here, Beer, Ein, Ted. Ein, whatever. Okay. So when I'm gonna do a 10-second timer. When the timer is about to end at like 1 or whatever, just attack Triangle and shoot him from here. And that'll pretty much be it. Yeah, I'll go over Mr. X in a second. Okay, that should be good for those hunters. Elysia, you will misdirect Skull to Kathmandu. Torak, you're gonna misdirect X to Chetty. Up, everybody's ready. All right, Mr. X up. After they're up, I'll do a 10-second timer, but after they're up. Starting now. You guys, nobody attacked X or Triangle. You guys gotta get on Triangle, be your name. That's kind of bad. I'm a really bad spot here.
I'm tanking him.
Did you misdirect triangle to Fierce instead?
You guys just gotta try rip aggro.
That position is getting kind of ass because of
The position is gonna be really bad. Try to pull triangle back. Go further back. Go back to the door behind you guys, hunters. You're an A. Yeah, keep trying to drag him back.
cat taunt off Jetty.
Try to get back to that door, guys. Try to get back to the door, hunters. If you're tanking.
They should be okay now. Just get max range onto triangle. As long as triangle's away from moon, we should be fine. Okay, X is next, guys. Oh, if you haven't used hero, use hero now. So triangle does knock back. So melee, when you get on triangle, make sure your back is against the wall, all away from moon, so you don't get knocked into moon. If you get knocked into moon, you will die.
Wait, why is triangle on me?
I think the hunters were not max range, and so they're getting aggro dropped.
Just
Hunters, make sure you're max range on them.
That sucks.
Yeah, and guys, range triangle's in a very bad spot. Be on the other side of triangle, closer to like
You can go over to
the,
like where
the door.
you can go over like the circle is even.
Circle's okay. You can be here if you want, but like so that you don't get knocked back into hiking, because hiking also does well.
Rest in peace.
Hunters, when you get onto moon, make sure you never arcane shot moon. If you do, you might dispel my spell shield, and that's going to cause a wipe.
All range should be on moon.
All range on moon.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't send that pet in.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't send your pet in the rest of this fight.
Alright, I'll just finish off the boss. Sierra, Fear Word for Salt. blind for your word for soul. Alright, good job, guys. We're gonna keep doing trash, so I'm gonna do loot real quick, but keep moving up with the tanks. We're gonna do some switches when we get to Gruul with like ults or whatever, but we can figure that when we get there. If you want this from main spec roll now, again, we're just gonna do main spec roll over off spec roll. Alts, if you want to roll from main spec, you're allowed to.
Jetty, come stand over here.
Alright, gonna big dead. 3, 2, 1. Congrats.
Jetty, come stand over here. We're in the back. Alright, one healer stay with Jetty.
I'll take him.
Just go stand by Jetty. Everyone else come to the front.
Going to Elysia. 3, 2, 1. Congrats.
Paladin, Rogue, Shaman.
Gonna Buki. 3, 2, 1. Congrats.
Alright, everyone move up to the front where I'm at. Remember, we got a stack for this. We're gonna need to misdirect Chetty. Iron, you there?
Elysia, you're gonna misdirect X to Chetty.
Lizzie, alright. Is Meow AFK?
Meow is AFK.
Alright, stack over here. We're gonna stack on top of Meow.
X to Chetty.
And you can go ahead and misdirect and I'll just pull Skull.
Misdirect up and pull X now. Stack up his ass.
Okay.
Boost move up. Be good if anything if we get it. You should probably just pull it while for Pat's back. Just finish off the Chester's priest though. I'll stay with you. Everyone else kill that other priest. Yeah, arcane shot these enemies are fine. It was just for that one mob move. He would put up a shield that if you dispelled, I can't spell steal. So I needed to spell steal, otherwise it won't shut down.
Alright, next one's 2 bits. I think one up front and one back here. Let's pull a skull
See,
back here and just keep X up there.
Klein, go with Chetty.
Misdirect the skull to her soul.
They going back. Can't. Oh, there it is.
Elysia, misdirect skull to Versal.
Gotta do it fast. There he is.
Stack up with Chester, but not in front, obviously. Yeah, there we go.
Get ready to interrupt. He's going to heal. Try to heal.
Back off soon, you'll get feared. Ranged.
Oof, got lucky. 3 priests.
Easy peasy. Alright, and this next boss fight's a little bit more involved for the DPS. These 3 priests are pretty easy. We're just gonna explain how to do this poll real quick, and while we're doing it, I'm gonna go over the fight. So, while we're doing the poll, make sure you pay attention. Res the dead, please.
Cat, you're gonna pick up triangle. Just take X and triangle kind of over here. And I'm just gonna pull a skull back and we'll kill one of them. Okay.
So, Cat, Triangle, Chester, X, and Veer Skull.
Alright, incoming.
I'll watch Triangle that Earth Shocks. I want to watch X. Alright, sorry, let's explain the fight. Okay, so this boss fight has basically 2 mechanics everyone needs to watch out for. He has Cave-In, which is falling rocks on the ground. Don't stand in the falling rocks. The boss will do more and more damage throughout the fight, so much that eventually the rocks will one-shot you. So if you're ever in rocks, you need to get out immediately, or else you risk dying right away. Don't finish your cast, just get out of the rocks. The other major thing he does is Ground Slam and then Shatter. When he does Ground Slam, he's going to knock everybody to a random spot up into the air, and everyone's going to fall down to a random spot. After that, he's going to start slowing everybody down to a stop, and once everyone is frozen, he's going to nuke the entire raid with Shatter. Shatter does more damage depending on how many people you're close to and how close you are to those people. If you're too close to too many people, you're all going to die. If you're stacked up on like 2 people, all 3 of you are going to die. So the moment he does ground slam, after you hit the floor, everybody needs to start spreading out. The most important thing here is not to run around like an idiot just for the sake of running around. You need, after you hit the ground, you actually have a lot of time to figure out where to go. So when you hit the ground, take a second, look where everyone is, look around you, look to see where everyone is, think of a plan, and then run to a spot that'll be free, keeping in mind where other people are and where they want to be going. So don't run for the sake of running. When you hit the ground, take a second, look around, find a good spot, get there.
This is kind of
Once you
important.
get to a good spot.
Hold on. His aggro range is huge, guys, so don't move too far in. Just, it's huge.
Yeah, stay up here for now. Yes, Fierce, you'll be on your lock. I don't want to... Because then we'll have Palm Tank, but we won't have a Druid, and Druid's kind of important. But... let's have you and Chester, let's have you and Chester tank. If you want to bring in Wobble now, you can. Chester, I'll Harp Guscat out. Is a bit of your Ret Nicius. Okay, so we can do this. So they'll have Ret Aura. Okay. Sorry. So ground slam, knock you up in the air, shatter, he's gonna slow you, then nuke you. You do more damage depending on how people you're around. So spread out, take a second to see where you're going, don't run around for the sake of running around. While I'm explaining the fight, can you start amplifying magic, everybody? Yuna? The best way to spread out, we have the DPS go spread out around the edges so that the center is free for healers and tanks, because healers need to heal everybody, obviously, and tanks need to go back onto the boss. Obviously, if the edges are crowded DPS, you're free to stay in the middle if it's clear. Use your best judgment, but that's kind of like the general heuristic we use. If you're DPS, try to make it to the edges. That's pretty much it. We'll also like silence or whatever, no big deal. We'll also hateful strike the person on the second highest threat in melee range. So melee, you should never be above Chetty, which you probably won't be because he severely outgears you. We have a lot of healers, and our DPS is a little bit undergeared, so this is gonna be a very, very long Gruul, which means we're gonna hit very high growth stacks. So healers, make sure you're on top of keeping the tanks alive towards the end of the fight. Okay. Our soulstone's back. Let's get health stones are up. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna have group 4 spread out to the left side of the room, and group 5 spread out to the right side of the room. Everyone else be either by the door or be behind Gruul. Okay, Elysia, you're gonna misdirect to Versul. After that, Ain, you're gonna misdirect to Versul. Torak, you're gonna misdirect to Chester. And then Beer, after that, you're gonna misdirect to Chester. Looks like hunters need wisdom again. Can hunters use wisdom, please? Yeah, Chetty. In fact, a lot of people need wisdom. Shamans need wisdom, hunters need wisdom, mages need wisdom. I think...
Please enjoy them.
Do you not have symbols, Faith?
I have 42 symbols.
Please just left click through your pally power so you can just do your greater blessings to make it simpler.
I just did that.
If you right click, you'll do your small blessing, which is what you're doing. So you want to left click. Thank you. Group 2 needs int. A couple other people need int as well, it looks like. I'll have to look around and see it. It looks like Big Dad, Cat, and Torek.
Holy powers set up for self for priests.
Shamans need wisdom. Please. And mages, no, mages have wisdom. Just re-amplify the tanks. But shamans really need wisdom. Almost the healers. I don't have Pally Power enabled on this character. Can somebody with Pally Power make sure that it's set up for wisdom for shamans? For faith? So we're trying to get settled here with Pally buffs. It'll be a second. Chetty, can you check real quick? Or
Yeah, Chetty needs to do it. We have double kings on shamans at the moment.
Okay. As long as somebody does wisdom, it doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter if it's improved or not. Let's just get going. Just go ahead and change it, and then whoever you changed it to, let them know so they can refresh and do wisdom. Let's see this quick, please. Thanks. And then Faith, do kings on shaman. If it hasn't updated for you, just refresh and it'll update.
Nope, still kings.
Yes, I want you to do kings on shamans. Just left click shamans. Thank you. All right, move up.
Poetic, who do you want Azotos Soulstone on? Just
Zelmox's Soulstone Syrah and Azotos Soulstone Soulstone Lex. Okay, first round of misdirects up.
Faith, you gotta move a little bit further. You're gonna get locked out.
Yeah, move in, guys, move in. So Ain, move in. All right, Veers, count us down. Again, group 4 to the left side, group 5 to the right side.
3, 2, 1.
Spread out.
I'll do Earth Shield
Oh,
on
I don't
Chetty,
have
one of the other side.
I'm gonna respect.
All misdirects on Veers. Just misdirect as soon as it gets up, every hunter. It might be... Yeah, I think he's dead. Large trinket too strong.
We mark him.
None of them have done it before, so...
Just have a stack target.
yeah, spread out, guys, spread out, spread out. I'll do it in a second.
Chester doesn't need to get hit by Caven.
One, yeah. Cat, I want you to battle res Dub Tracer.
All
Try to spread out a
melee
little
stack
bit.
on circle. All melee stack on circle. And just every time we move, just keep stacking on circle.
Make sure you guys are running to the wall if you can.
Buffs on Dub Tracer.
Spread out, guys.
So I'm probably the least geared shaman. So whoever has an Earth Shield Chester instead.
I don't think. Are you moving out of Haven's, man?
I'm moving.
Not early.
Well, the million are supposed to be stacking, so.
Oh, okay. Just doing it for mana.
After you get knocked around from a ground slam, make sure you make your way back over to the side you're assigned to. It'll keep the area clear for the next ground slam, and it'll get you back close to your totems again. So it's actually really important that you make your way over eventually. Use like your instant
You
cast.
guys got it stack. Really, you got it stack. You're making me have no room.
So melee, his hitbox is gigantic too. So if you start getting crowded with cave-ins, you can just step back. After the slam, if you haven't used your hero, use it after the slam. Heroes now if you haven't.
I think you're moving too far away, Jimmy.
Spread. Make sure you guys are keeping hots up on both tanks, when especially since they're starting to hit pretty hard now, and silence is going to be pretty critical here. Was the battle res used on Wobble? Make sure not to use your battle reses unless I call for it, guys. Wobble is Chester, so he can't play that character if he's gonna be tanking.
As soon as you said that, I looked over and it disappeared. Like,
He's gonna start hurting really bad, so make sure you guys get out cave-ins immediately.
got hit for 13k there.
Do you have Devo aura? I don't know if you're in range of Fake. You might want to use Devo instead of Ret because Ret's not going to be very helpful for either of yours is threat. I can't reach Big Dad if somebody else can heal him.
If you get closer, I can shout each other.
Yeah, just get closer for now, and then rest of melee. Yeah, just get ready to readjust. I can't reach those low HP people.
Oh, stop moving. Yeah, they're gonna start dying.
We won't live long enough. This is way too slow.
Or
Deepest is
DPS.
super low. We'll need to bring in mains.
Dude, man. Kept you up as best I could.
That's cool, man. We're almost 20 stacks. We still have 24% to go. This is literally undoable. We need to do 3 mains.
Yeah, with 3 healers.
Alright, just get to the door, guys. Get to
Good
the door.
try.
Shh, get to the door. Shh, shh. If you have DI, try to use on somebody so stun. Since we got Pally Power, go and play play Meow. Meow. Let's see.
I am totally too close for Soulstone.
Yeah, release then and run.
Nobody else. If nobody else release. We have us down. That's if people in the center, you guys are gonna have to release. Everybody else by the door, you can just wait for reses. Booze, can you just go Shadow?
What's back? What's
He was
It was not Shadow.
yeah, that was smite. There it is.
you're still number 1?
There's Fletch.
Let's see. If we have If we have Palm tank, you're here for Keyline, right, Palm? Yeah. Palm, you're gonna tank on Keyline. Virus, you're gonna DPS on your lock. I'm gonna heal on Cell. DBM's distance meter in TBC is actually just trade distance, so it's not 100% accurate.
Okay.
It just gives you like, it just tells you if people are in range for trade or not. It doesn't go by the fights mechanics. It is good enough for most fights, but you still have to eyeball it afterwards.
Okay.
You need people out front summoning.
We have warlocks inside now.
Zal's going to respec though. I need to go to an actual raid spec,
Okay, no problem.
but I have shards to summon people.
I
when
have
get back.
I only have 6 shards, so hopefully it's not too many people that need to.
Let's head outside and summon then.
I'm out here. I got a double character. Come on. Summon.
Yeah, you no one needs to come. I have Baird I forgot.
Type 1 if you need a summon.
Our enemies will fall.
I need to respec real quick, but shit, this should still work. Something good there. Actually, can you summon Cell again? It didn't work. With Zelm's gear, Destro should be the strongest. It's a little bit different of 243's talents. Destro gets stronger quicker than what most guides will suggest. I think you're still going to be off tank. No, you'll be main tank. Yeah, Chester will be main tank and Palm will be off tank.
We will persevere. Remember the sun well.
What's the last ult now? I'm gonna move groups in a second, but get the sword out. One sec. Like basically, once you hit cap, Destro's pretty good.
Click at the stone, guys.
Alright, we're gonna have a lot less shamans, but we're gonna have a lot more geared DPS and a better spread of healers and DPS. That should be a little better. Summon keyline, please.
Oh, you're getting inside. Make sure to take his, not mine. Right.
Group 4 has T5 geared characters, T6 in some of them, so they're gonna get the shaman. Head inside, please, Buki. Or are you inside? I just can't see it. You kind of cut off there, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm on my way in. Sorry, I was at the stone.
Okay. Palm, if you missed it, Chester is main tanking because he up-gears you. So you're gonna want to switch this. I mean, look at our melee DPS, it'll be fine. We have 500s, it'll be fine, honestly. I'm honestly more afraid of just you ripping thread off of keyline. Alright, fine. We'll have keyline main tank, but Chester, you have to watch your threat then. Especially at the start when you'll get a large trinket up. So keep the healing assignments as they are. Keylamp's gonna main tank. Yeah, if you were misdirecting Versol, you'll be misdirecting Keylime this time. If you're misdirecting Chester, you're gonna keep your misdirect on Chester. Group 5 goes to the right. Group 4 goes to the left. Miscellaneous groups go in front or behind the boss. Right, let me rebuff Mark, because I improved how the guy else does. We're gonna start off with Fletch, misdirect on Keyline, and then everyone else's misdirect will follow. But only after Fletch's starts, because he was in here last time and he's the most gear.
Might on candy, please.
Pets need might. Let's get small might on the pets. It's a little fucky with pets, so you're gonna have to individually might them. Careless, can you mite the pets individually? You'll have to like, just like type /tar and then candy. Alright, cool. Misdirect up, make sure you're inside the room.
Who's maintaining?
Keyline. Oh, here I did it. It's okay, whatever. Count us down, Pom. Just let's do it after Elysius. Melee and Chester, watch your threat at the start. Heroes now. Buffs on Torek. Jesus Christ. Big Dad Battle Res Solora. Buffs on Solora. Could use Wisdom, Fort King. Try to spread out healers and miscellaneous group range. Especially like when you have instants to move around it.
There's a big spot up north, people.
Stop moving, Sarah. Stop fucking moving. Oh god. Oh yeah, Ankh, if you have it. You guys are running with each other over there. I do you have Ankh?
He's in Discord, or he's not in Discord.
He used it. Catman D, I want you to battle res Klein. Oof. All right. Going to faith. 3, 2, 1. Anybody else? Going to Big Dead. 3, 2, 1. This is Warrior Druid Priest. Yeah, there you go. All right. Start rolling, guys. Should be an upgrade for most of you. I think most of you guys are in like greens. All right. Gonna cat. 3, 2, 1. You can use it, roll on it, but this one is for Warrior Priest Druid. Right. This one's gonna cat. Congrats. I'm not super concerned about T4 loot, except for DST, but we don't have any like core raiders here that need. I don't think any core raiders need DST anymore, anyway. So it's pretty much up for grabs for the newer guys. Gonna faith. 3, 2, 1. Congrats. But a lot of this T4 gear is pretty quickly replaced in T5 and so on. Oh, Faith, you can't... Wait, Zamoxes don't leave yet. Resummon Faith. Guys, you can't leave the dungeon if you want loot, so make sure you never leave if you're rolling on something. We're summoning you back now. Let's do a world boss before we get out of here. Let's do, let's see, where people need more. Let's do Doomwalker. Did you get that summon, Faith? Yeah, you did. All right, start heading over to Shadow Moon now.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks,
here.
Matthew.
And if I jump on small fry,
Go for it.
I'll stay on Zera.
Perfectly fine. I'm gonna bring my shaman for loot for Doomwalker. start heading over to Doomwalker. We have a lot of people, but not that many healers. One sec. Figure this out. I'll just play my priest for this instead of my druid. Makes sense.
This maybe I'll respect the shame.
We have 5 healers, which is okay. We just have a lot of people, which means it's more DPS to heal during Earthquake. But it shouldn't be that big a deal because we'll have a lot of priests. One prayer of healing should hit the entire group. So.
Fletch is at Doomwalker, so don't kick him from the raid, just in case I gotta log on. Summon the ones, please. People with the stone. Once you get to the stone, just hang out there. We're gonna buff at the stone. I'm gonna explain the boss fight at the stone. Stay here, guys. Stay here. We're gonna buff here. Kick all these other people besides people who have ults here that are locked out.
Come to the stone, please, guys. Is Chester here? If he's not, we'll probably need a tank then, Pom.
I mean, it's in Shadowman Valley. We flew here.
Okay. He probably went AFK on flight then. I wasn't sure if he went, like, he stepped out to do something or he was just AFK. We can just buff him after. Yeah. Hesitos is probably AFK now. Get your buffs out now. Looks like almost everyone's here besides Chester. Alright, this fight's pretty straightforward. He only has two real mechanics. The first major thing he does is Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning does more damage as it bounces, so everybody needs to spread out on this fight. If you're too close together, you're going to spread Chain Lightning and you're going to destroy the entire raid. Okay, no problem. So I'm going to assign spots for groups to stand at, and you will spread out around those spots. Apart from that, he'll do this aggro drop. He's going to charge away and aggro drop whenever he charges. Whenever he charges off, because he aggro drops, everybody must stop DPSing. Nobody can follow the boss to continue DPSing. The tanks are going to pick him up and drag him back to the middle. If you run off to try to keep DPSing the boss, you're going to get out of position and you're going to be stacked up with other people, you're going to get chain lightning, and you're going to get everybody killed. You can misdirect it, so if you have it up, you might as well toss it onto a tank. If you don't, no big deal. A lot of the times, it will go really far away from you, or it'll knock back a tank far away from you, so you won't be able to do it. But if you can, you might as well. Not a big deal. The bigger deal is that if you don't have misdirect or you can't do it, or you're not a hunter, don't DPS during the aggro drop. Wait for the tank to bring it back. Do not move up during the aggro drop. Wait for the tank to bring it back. Seal of Vengeance is fixed now. It's not like how it was on Wildhammer. It doesn't destroy people in like 2 hits.
Pets.
Yes, do not send in pets because of the chain lightning. If you're a hunter, you're gonna have to just not use your pet for this fight. Sorry.
Just a word of note. Just park it within range, back off away from out of chain lightning range so you can get the bestial rattle.
Alright. Chester's here. Okay, everyone's here. Go and fly over to BT entrance. I'm gonna assign positions. We're gonna do some quick soul stones, and then we're gonna go. If you die on this fight, you get a debuff where you cannot res, or else you'll just insta-die again. There's a bug where priests don't get this debuff because of Spirit of Redemption, so we're gonna soul stone the priests. No, Versal is gonna be main tanking. Okay, once everybody gets to the BT entrance, I'm going to assign locations. I'll fly up around there to show you guys. First thing to note, we're going to fly up to get in our positions, but you can aggro him in the air. So once you get to your position, make sure you're high up. There's a lot of time to drop down. Don't fly too close to them. Okay, I'm waiting for more people to get here so they can see the positions. I'm going to give out healing assignments, don't worry about them. There's actually strict healing assignments for Doomwalker, always. Because of how Earthquake works. I don't think... I have to find my shot in here, that's what's up. Okay, everyone should be here to use the evacuation of this fight. Okay, we're going to have Group 1 over here by the Burning Ladder. We're going to have Group 5 spread out back here by the barricades. We're going to have Group 4 spread out over here by the wall. And then we're going to have Group 2 spread out over here by the gate. And then we're going to take the boss in the middle, like over here. Okay, Zelmoxis, I want you to soulstone Poetic Tease I think he's AFK. Whatever.
I already,
Azotos, I want you.
I already
Okay.
soulstoned Syra or whatever it is.
Okay, that's fine. Azotos, I want you to soulstone Poetic. Whenever Tease gets back, he's gonna soulstone Climb. Let's go. Shaman position. Let's get health stones. Grab health stones, guys. There's he also does earthquake. The healers will know what to do during this. Let's spend this real quick. Basically, if you're a priest, you're gonna be prayer of healing your group during earthquake. Pally power, you're gonna be keeping up the main tank alive during the earthquake. Priests, make sure you have prayer of mending before earthquake happens. It's very useful for earthquake. It'll bounce around to the groups that you send it to. After you get your prayer of healing off, help out with group 4 because group 4 doesn't have a holy priest in it. Booze, keep up vampiric embrace. We only have 2 tanks for this, so it's really important nobody DPSs during the aggro drop. If you do, you're gonna get people. Okay, everybody fly up. Once you mount, make sure you don't have riding prop on. Check your trinkets, fly up above your spots. How many melee do you have? We have 4. Yeah, that should be fine. No, we have 5. Okay, we're also gonna stack the melee too. Big Dad and Cat, you guys are gonna stack up on the left side of the boss together. Palm and Bulk, you guys are gonna stack up together in the center of the boss, behind the boss, and Buki, you're gonna go be on the right side by yourself. Oh shit, we're going. Drop down. Get to your spots. Find a free spot that's not near anybody. Stop DPS. Tease, I want you to soulstone Klein.
Jenny can top up next.
Stop DPS.
Yeah, get it again. Really, you have to stack in pairs, otherwise you're gonna chain and they're all gonna die.
Druid stack right on top of each other. Yeah, there you go. Stop DPS, don't move. Wait for the boss to get back. Stay spread. Stop DPS. At 20% heal and rage when use heroes then. Stop DPS, don't move. Stay spread. Move in if you have to, melee. Looks like they're gonna putting him there. As long as everybody stays spread, it's okay. Stop DPS. We have a huge stack by the gate there, and there's like 5 people on top of each other. Try to spread out a little bit better, guys. Stop DPS. Stay spread. I moved some of your groups, so take a look around and see what groups you're in now, because some people are dying, or some people have died. If it looks safe, make a break to where your group should be. Get totems.
We're about to hit rage. Rage.
Heroes now. Big heals on Chester, it's double damage. Stop DPS. It's on Veers. Stop DPS. Good job.
And just for future fights, how I died, he charged me and I got hit by a melee swing. Is there really any way to...
No, that's just shit luck. Like, generally what happens is if he charges and then he ends up right on top of you and you just get, like, an errant, just random regen there or some shit, I don't know. There's not much you can do. Looks like that's going to Volcathos. 3, 2, 1. Congrats. Gonna 3, 2, 1. Alright, cool. Good job tonight, guys. Pretty good raid, considering it was a little impromptu T4 raid. We will be doing 25s tomorrow, 7 p.m. server. We'll be starting off with the world boss, just while we wait for people to log in. It'll just be Kaz, so it should be a quick, like, 2-minute kill. So if you're on for that, we can get you in for that. We'll, depending on how turnout is, we might do Hydro first, we might do T5. We've almost always done T5 first, so if you guys are 70, you can get into any T5 dungeon. There's no more attunement for TK or SSC, if we have room, of course. The priority will be getting